Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's Tuesday, April 18th, 2017. The big news story this morning, they're saying they found the Cleveland Facebook Live murderer of Easter Sunday dead in his car in Erie County, Pennsylvania. Just think about it. Erie, a word that means, scary. And this, for anyone who doesn't know, is a pretty scary story. If you don't know, what you need to know is this story is a complete hoax. Nobody got killed, nobody got hurt. There was no shooting on Easter Sunday in Cleveland by Stevie Stevens. This whole thing is a manufactured hoax. Just like every day when you turn on the TV and you watch the news, when you're watching the national news, even when you're watching your local news, you're watching manufactured news story after manufactured news story. All part of propaganda to program your mind, to get you to follow the ongoing agenda which you've always lived under. If you don't know where you live in the United States of America, it's time to snap out of it. The American dream, it's not beneficial to your health. We live in a police state, a military state that runs on constant fear and intimidation. Look up the original definition of terrorism. Government by intimidation. Our government, it controls our media. There's no separation. All those words you learned about, that's all bogus. Your nation's one big machine. The government, the media, the mega corporations, they're all one and the same. They play for the same team. And they're the team that controls the masses, steers the masses, exploits the masses, watches the masses work, and then steals the wealth and revenue they create through taxation without representation. And people know it. And the powers that be know that the people know it, so that they pacify them. They pacify them with, materialism, entertainment, sports. And they also subdue them with the constant fear and noise. The big scare machine. If you don't watch The Wizard of Oz, you better go back and watch that movie. That movie was a warning about this world we live in. People ruled over by the evil wizard with the smoke and fire machine and the loudspeaker. That might as well be the television. And all the people of that world needed to undo the madness was a little heart, courage, and brains. Just like the American people need, so we can put this fake, false, meant to scare you news that's completely manufactured and fake to bed, Facebook murder suspect found dead. Let's see why he was really found dead today in Erie County. Here it is. Breaking news at 11:52. Steve Stevens, the Cleveland murder suspect accused of posting video of the killing on Facebook, was found Tuesday in Erie County, Pennsylvania, state police said on Twitter. After a brief pursuit, Stevens shot and killed himself, Pennsylvania state police said. So, why Erie County? Erie has that meaning, scary. They're trying to scare us with this fake, frightening news. Psychopathic killers all over the place, walking into school, shooting them up, shooting elderly men on Easter on the street for no good reason. If you watched the first video that I put out, or if you haven't watched it, I'll link in the description this playlist, videos you gotta watch, propaganda news by the numbers. The very first video, I talked about the significance of 107 in the story. They called this the Facebook homicide video when the news broke. Him killing this 74-year-old man, first named Robert Goodwin. Then the next day he was Robert Godwin, and his children were on the TV saying how Robert Godwin taught them to love and fear God, and they already forgive the killer. They feel sorry for him. They have no animosity. Understand these people on the TV are paid for actors that, it's just sick that the way people operate in this world. People do not know what is worth in this world. People think money is worth more than their word. They are so wrong. When you die, you don't go to your grave with any money. But you're going to have to go to your grave with everything you did in this world. Every lie you ever told, every person you ever sold out. That's what matters. In this world, people selling themselves out, their neighbors out for the dollar. Trust me, I know. I helped my neighbor out, and he came back and he robbed my whole house blind the first chance he got. because he found out there was some cash in my house. Anyway, Erie County, Pennsylvania has gematria of 107, just like Facebook homicide video, just like shooting, just like Joy Lane, the name of his girlfriend. I talked about this in the first video. I said he's saying, say Joy Lane to the man before he shoots him. Joy Lane, 107, just like the word shooting, just like the word military. And what's this all about? Maintaining and growing the United States of America, which is a corporation for a military police state. You know, we are the military wing of the New World Order. That's why they came over here and created this nation from Europe. Came over here, killed all the native people, murdered them all with biological warfare, chemical weapons, smallpox, purposeful genocide. The men who carried out the genocide, they have their faces carved in the mountains of South Dakota. Look at those genocidal maniacs that we worship. We just call it manifest destiny in the history book. You know, it was all worth it. So we could come create this free nation where we're all so free, right? Smoke, tobacco, rolled by Marlboro, you know, full of poisons and chemicals. That's cool, but smoke a little weed straight from, you know, Mother Nature, and you might end up in a prison cell because you're so free, you know? Alcohol good, marijuana bad. People dying every day, beating the hell out of each other every day because they're drunk. How many high people are going out and murdering people? Not many, if any. But anyway, this is what's going on here, and this is why he's really found in Erie County, Pennsylvania. And as I also explained from day one, this had a lot to do with the NBA playoffs. So let's get into that. I also wrote this morning, before this headline came out, earlier this morning, the headline was, where is he? Before he died, where is he? Sums to 44, also like shooting, like Easter Sunday, like kill. I said, if he is found in Pennsylvania, remember this, Easter Sunday in Pennsylvania. Well, hours later, sure enough, he is found in Pennsylvania, which has the same gematria as Easter Sunday as well. And as I was explaining, this is a basketball narrative. Warriors, Cavs, where are the Warriors from? They're originally from Philadelphia. They won the first professional basketball championship, and check this out. Erie County has gematria of 54 and 54, special number to geometry. Gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words, is geometry within language. 135 is the number that represents Philadelphia, and for you basketball fans, you're going to love this. I've showed this before, but not since last year. Philadelphia was established October 27, 1682. That is a date with numerology of 135 that Philadelphia in Pennsylvania was established, the city name from Revelation, the final book of the Bible, the book of prophecy and destruction. In Revelation 3:7, keep in mind they said Stevie Stevens was 37 years old. Revelation 3:7, and to the angel of the church in Philadelphia write, these things saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth, and no man shutteth, and no man openeth. So Philadelphia, the key of David's this instrument in bringing about prophecy. Look at Kobe Bryant's full name, the son of Joe Jellybean Bryant. Kobe Bryant, born in Philly. Kobe Bean Bryant. I'm talking about Manchurian athletes named accordingly. Kobe Bean Bryant equals 135, just like the key of David. Kobe's from Philly. His father was drafted by the Golden State Warriors 41 years before Kobe retired. Kobe Bryant has gematria 41, just like Key. His father retired 41 years later, being drafted by the Warriors, originally from Philly, and he was the 14th overall pick. Just so you can appreciate this, pull up this here, gematrinator.com. Whenever my camera's on, everything's a little bit slower on my computer. It's because it's eating up the resources. Hold on, it was going so slow I forgot what I was going to show you. Oh yeah, Joe Jellybean Bryant, Kobe Bryant, check this out. Kobe Bryant, gematria 41, right? And his father was the 14th overall pick by the Warriors 41 years before Kobe retired. 14, the reflection of 41 is a number. When you write out 14, it sums to 41. With regards to Golden State, the gematria 41, the word key has gematria 41 in ordinal, just like the word lock. You know, Philadelphia, the original capital of the USA, 41, the 13th prime number. 13 stripes on the USA flag, 13 colonies to start the nation. These numbers are special. And just in case I went too fast, again, Kobe Bryant, 41. So, something else I want to show you. And you can look this up and verify it yourself. It's very simple to do. I promise you it's 100% true. Notice that Kobe Bryant has this 113 gematria. Remember his poem last year to retire, Dear Basketball 113? He played his last game against the Utah Jazz, 113. Jordan once retired against the Utah Jazz. Michael Jordan, 113. Everything that's 113, if you're paying attention, will sum to 678 in Sumerian because it's just math. It's 113 times 6. Michael Jordan played his last game against the Philadelphia 76ers exactly 678 weeks to the day that Kobe played his last game against the Utah Jazz. And Kobe played the Utah Jazz as his last game because Moses Malone was drafted out of high school by the Utah Stars and then later ended up playing in Philadelphia. Moses Malone died at age 60, 213 days before Kobe finished his career with 60 points in the 213 area code. Go back and see all my work. There's so much to this. That same day that Kobe played his last game, the Golden State Warriors surpassed the Chicago Bulls for the all-time win record. And that same day, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson set an NBA record of 678 three-pointers made by two teammates in a single season. 678. The same day Kobe played his last game, retiring 678 days after Jordan. And if you want a little bit more, Los Angeles Lakers, gematria 58. Look at Kobe Bryant. Also 58 in reverse reduction. His retirement ceremony was April 18th. His last game was April 13th, but his retirement ceremony was April 18th, 2016. A date with 58 numerology. 4 plus 18 is 22, plus 20 is 42, plus 16 is 58. Like Los Angeles Lakers, like Kobe Bryant. David Stern, who came into the league in 84, said the NBA wasn't about basketball, it was about making stars. Star 58. Freemasonry 58. Secret Society 58. This man who's the supposed killer, I showed the video of him going up and touching the Cavs arena, the Q. I learned that there's a black fraternity, very Masonic, that was likely a tribute to. Understand, we're being sold out by Freemasons. They are waging an agenda. And Freemasons, they cross all religions, all races, all continents. Everyone in this Freemason clique sells us out, and they do it for their own gang. You know what? I shouldn't say everyone in Freemasonry. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people who are honest people in your neighborhood lodges. I'm talking about these Freemasons at this higher level who are connected, that maintain these secrets and this ongoing conspiracy against us that's waged every day by the numbers. This really is what's going on in the world, and it needs to be stopped. It's been going on for centuries. And the reason there's so many participants is because these people are selfish, and, they think their greed benefits them. But anyway, I'm getting way off here. I'm just dropping the knowledge on Philadelphia and the numbers and why this dude's being found dead in Erie, Pennsylvania. Again, Revelation is named from, or Philadelphia is named from Revelation, the book of prophecy and destruction. We've talked many times before in the past, the numbers of prophecy and destruction. Prophecy equals 106. Destroy equals 106. The world's being entertained while the world is destroyed around us. The Warriors play in a 106-foot-tall Oracle Arena in Golden State, 106 feet tall. Last year they lost in Game 7 in their 106th game to the Cavs. This is all part of the ongoing narrative between the Warriors and Cavs, both the star players for those teams, LeBron James and Steph Curry, born in Akron, Ohio, 106. Just like Nate Thurmond, who died in the offseason, who played for the Warriors and Cavs and had his number 42 retired with both teams. So let's get back on point here. This news of his death, the killer, it comes today, the 108th day of the year, April 18th. Golden State Warriors have the gematria of 108. 2 years ago in the NBA Finals, the first Warriors-Cavs series, the Warriors won with 108 points. Game went to overtime. The score was 98-98 at the end of regulation. The Warriors won 108 to 100, I think. I think the Cavs only scored 2 points in overtime, just LeBron. But go back and see my work. I predicted why the Warriors and Cavs would be the NBA Finals that year. The game went to 98-98, exactly 98 days after the Cavs and Warriors had last played each other in the regular season. But this narrative, it's just like what I've been talking about all season. There's been all these little rituals that suggest there'll be another Warriors and Cavs final, and I see this story as the exact same thing. They had this sister talking out, Tanya Baines, gematria 44, like shooting like Easter Sunday. Here's what else is up. Facebook. If you read this article, it's more than opinion. Facebook, it talked about in the article, is already considering, that they need to step it up. There needs to be laws for their users making threats. So, are we going to see this come? Very likely. And what's so interesting is the date of this article that this was written was April 17th, 2017. Date with 58 numerology. Again, Facebook 58, like Freemasonry, like secret society. Freemasonry based in the Old Testament, Jewish history, Solomon's Temple. Solomon's Temple 58, like Jerusalem, like United States, like We the People, like Craftsman, like Rosicrucian, like Rose Cross, like Annuit Coeptus, like Simon Magus. All things related to Freemasonry, you see? Boss number. We just saw Donald Trump win the 58th presidential election. He announced that he was running for president from his 58-story Trump Tower. He fired the Inauguration Day guy who'd done it since the 34th President Eisenhower, and hired 58-year-old Steve Ray. With regards to Facebook, just a reminder, Mark Zuckerberg, who did not create Facebook, he's just the front. The Facebook is all CIA. It's all your government surveillance. Look at Mark Zuckerberg's birthday, May 14th, 84. Look at Israel's independence, May 14th, 1948. If you don't know about Zuckerberg, in his early years, he went around with a hoodie, just like me, except for not the same type of hoodie. I don't have any invisible or messages on the inside of my hoodie. But Mark Zuckerberg, he got called out in an interview. They heard that there was something up with his hoodie, and they turned his hoodie inside out on an interview. And he had this symbol inside it, which clearly has the Star of David in it. Secret society, secret symbol inside of his hoodie. Star of David. Mark Zuckerberg, Israel, Freemasonry, Zionism, building the police state, running the New World Order. Shouldn't be hard to see what's going on, people. New World Order propaganda, provoking people over race. This is what the media has always done, divided people amongst all things. Fight amongst everything you can. Race, religion, sex, sexuality, sports team, what kind of music you listen to. I have an older video if you want to go back and watch it. There was a morning where the news headlines were Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg meeting with the FBI to combat ISIS. And then 12 hours later, the headlines were ISIS backers threaten Zuckerberg. And if you read the article, they also threatened Jack Dorsey, who founded Twitter. It's just such crap, truth seeker, Did these kids go to Yale? That headline had the 322 coding. Show you something. Abrahamic religions, that is Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, those three religions, gematria 322, just like ancient mystery religions, which secret societies are based in. Ancient mystery religions 322, and they say the Bible was first published March 22nd, 1457. The 42-line Bible, Freemason 42. This year they reopened the Tomb of Jesus on March 22nd. Skull and Bones identifies by 322 because they're a secret society. And this is what secret societies are based in, So what else is there? What else did I forget to tell you? There's always so much, truth seeker. Again, his mother's name is Maggie. He blamed the shooting on his girlfriend and his mother, Maggie. Maggie's got that gematria 33 like Cleveland. Maggie Green also has gematria 64 like civil rights. They're trying to bring the focus to race. Also, today, Today, April 18th, 2017, date with 59 numerology. Talk about this again and again. Black people all throughout history have been murdered by this number. Negro 59, kill 59. We're finding out a black man killed himself on the date with 59 numerology in the news story by the numbers. They said it was a suicide. Again, this story comes out of Ohio. The Cleveland Cavaliers in their 47th season. Again, the star players of the Warriors and the Cavs, Steph Curry and LeBron James, both born in the same hospital in Akron, Ohio. Suicide 47, like Ohio, like Christian. Shooting happened on Easter Sunday. The word suicide has that 119 gematria, like all-seeing eye. The headline, Facebook murder suspect found dead. That has gematria of 314, like pi, 3.14. You never seen my video on Pi Day? Check out my video on Pi Day. Steph Curry, his birthday is on Pi Day. He scored the perfect amount of points on the 29th Pi Day ever on his 29th birthday, scoring 29. Got a video on it. Anyway, Facebook murder suspect found dead. Gematria of 163, like Make America Great Again, like Barack Hussein Obama, like 163, the 38th prime. There's some narrative coming here. You know, Trump had his convention in Cleveland. Hillary had her convention in Pennsylvania 106 days before the election. Prophecy, destroy. Donald Trump, the Orange Oompa Loompa. Out to make us all look worse than we've ever looked before. This whole thing's a big joke, you know. The Orange Oompa Loompa is here to make America more awful than it's ever been, and it's never been a good place. Again, the nation born out of the genocide. But 163 being the 38th prime, we find these numbers around death all the time. Death, killing, murder. You know, this is a headline about him being found dead. Word murder is right in the headline. So this is what it is, you know. Every day, news by the numbers. You learn the language of gematria. You'll see through the propaganda in no time at all. You study this the way I have, you'll see what is really going on in this world. And I guess that's part of the reason so many people haven't taken my work seriously or appreciate it, because they haven't invested any time to research themselves. But as I always say, you take this knowledge and you apply it yourself to the next news story you see, you're going to see. This is how it's done. Every single day. Every single day. That whole story about the Black Hawk helicopter crash, watch my 2 videos I've already put out on that. It's a joke. It's connected to the world of sports too. Synced up with Patrick Kane, number 88 of the Blackhawks. It's the 88th day of Trump's presidency. Helicopter crash equals 88, like Trump, like Brenton. What is it? Whatever the name of the Brenton Bay golf course. The name of the course equals 88. Trump 88, Brenton Bay golf course 88, helicopter crash 88, Trump's 88th day of being the president. Trump's been getting 88 headlines since he began running for office. It's just every day. Our news is manufactured. Think about all the resources being poured in. And you better believe it's our tax dollars that are paying for all this propaganda. We're paying for the information that terrorizes our lives. And this is why we need to wake up and shut it down. And it's all Freemasonry and Zionist Jews. And there's nothing anti-Semitic about speaking the truth. You know, these people put out racist, intentionally divisive information every day to make us hate each other. And then they remind people the only people you can't speak about are those who are Jewish. You know, just like it says in Revelation, in the end times, the false Jews will rule. People have said before, you want to find out who rules over you? Find out who you can't speak about. You know? All right, Truth Seeker. I'll link the playlist down below. Thank you to everyone who's watched this video. This video right here is my most watched video of all time. And it's only, you know, YouTube did this to it. There's nothing inappropriate in this video. I'm not even sure I cuss in this video. I just kept this video really nice and clean and reminded people, you know, have no fear. People are trying to scare us, trying to make us hate. You know, they're trying to torment the Christians on Easter Sunday. Look at what YouTube comes along and does. Comes along and says, my video, you know, what's it say? The following content has been identified by the YouTube community as being potentially inappropriate. I mean, what is that? Potentially inappropriate? Viewer discretion is advised. And really, all my message is to help people escape the fear and tyranny. So you can see what side YouTube's on. YouTube is here to protect the tyrants, to, help catapult the propaganda. To quote George W. Bush, once said that while president, you got to catapult the propaganda. Only he would say that. But anyway, you try to dispel the propaganda and YouTube says you're a monster. I wonder if my video really has 216,000 views. It's been here since this morning. So either people have stopped watching this video, Cleveland, the 216 area code, or YouTube's just cut it off. But this video got 200,000 views in 24 hours. I can just show you this real quick. My videos, I know that my stats are suppressed because when I had 1,000 subscribers, all of my videos got between 1 and 2,000 views. And now that I have 50,000 subscribers, they still get the same kind of views typically. I mean, look at this. Supposedly these videos I put out yesterday, they're all between about 1,000 and 2,000, just like when I had 1,000 subscribers. And, they let these Cleveland ones get up there. They let this New World Order Mike Pence one get up there, but, my stats aren't real, but this is just what I wanted to show you. I've only had so many videos that climb to... Look, my most viewed video, it says here, is 213,000. It always takes, you can see really it's the Cleveland one, 216,000. In a few days it'll be up there. I don't know why YouTube's this way. They always make it a few days before it can register in its actual place. But just look. I've made a lot of videos. Both of these videos right here that have 200,000 views are awesome videos. And the thing is, I've made 1,000 awesome videos, and really the whole nation needs to know about all this. So... just see, here's my views. This Snoop Dogg video got 100,000 views in a day and then stopped ticking up. I don't know if people stopped watching it, if YouTube cut it out of the searches or what. A lot of these videos just froze once they climbed. my Patriots one, the 97th season where I said why they would win the Super Bowl, and it was all about 25 weeks before the Super Bowl was played. Notice they cut that video off at 97,000 views. So who knows how many people are really watching my videos, but this Cleveland one got up there for whatever reason, so gives me hope that maybe the word's getting out and maybe a lot bigger than I know. I hope millions of people have seen it. But YouTube, real piece of work, Here, I'll show you what else YouTube does, just so you understand how YouTube works, just in case you haven't seen me show you this before. Need to go down, go to the next page of videos. Wait, that's not what I want. Hold on, Truth Seeker. Bear with me. I want you to know something important about YouTube. Everybody needs to know the truth about this platform and how deceptive and dishonest it is. Because it's really unfair to the people who use it. They promote it as a place for you to put out your information, your word, your channel. See how many people resonate with your word. If that's what it is, then let it be. Let's see how many people are really watching the videos. Stop tampering with my channel, which they've done since I had 100 subscribers, because I've been putting out nothing but the truth as no one in the history of the world ever has before. But look, here's what I showed. I uploaded somebody else's video. Somebody else's video showing that they're a subscriber of my channel, and for being a subscriber of my channel, they've been unsubscribed from my channel multiple times. They have to keep resubscribing, and not only that, but in their feed for their subscriptions, my videos don't pop up for them. They don't show up even though I have videos. They have to go to my channel and manually look for the videos. And a lot of people have told me this over the years. They can't subscribe, they become unsubscribed, my videos never show up in their feed. For all of you who say, I've never had that problem, don't even leave that comment. It doesn't matter if you've never had that problem. Thousands of people have that problem. YouTube has probably identified you as not a threat on their community. They target people by watching comments. We're all being tracked. Anyway, the point is, after I uploaded this video, do you know what YouTube did to me? They deleted my next video, and then they struck me for hate speech, even though there was no hate speech. You see how YouTube works? You expose them, they mess with you. But see, that's called being a bitch. Because I didn't start it. I'm just following the rules. I don't copy people's content. I follow all of the Facebook rule or YouTube rules. And look, I mean, they hold all my stats down. They troll all of my videos. If you guys don't know, YouTube hires trolls to attack videos. Look at how many times the word nigger was written in the video I uploaded about Cleveland. I had to delete 1,000 of them. There's still 1,000 more posts that I didn't delete. This is what YouTube does. Suppresses the truth, infiltrates with trolling, messages of hate, and then someone trying to expose it, they get their video taken down and called the hate speaker. Remember, YouTube, the first video ever uploaded to YouTube, April 23rd, the 113th day of the year, 113. That number of Zionism and Masonry having to do with being dishonest. Bava Kama, Talmud, 113a says it's okay for somebody who's Jewish to lie to somebody who isn't. So that's what it is, Truth Seeker. More propaganda by the numbers. There's no such thing as Stevie Stevens. This is an actor playing a part. There's no such thing as Robert Godwin Sr., which equals 187, the homicide code. Dead at age 74 on Easter. Jesus 74, Cross 74, Messiah 74, Gospel 74, Parable 74. Jesus on the cross at age 33. Robert equals 33. 74-year-old Robert on Easter Sunday. It's always the same, Truth Seeker. I'm the most repetitive. If you took the time to watch every single video I put out, I would seem like the most repetitive person you ever heard about in your life, just because I'm always talking about the exact same code, the same numbers every single time. Every single time. We'll see if later today they say he actually died yesterday, which was the 107th day of the year. Won't be surprised if that becomes part of the details. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.